Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Writing with Miss Harkins. Okay, so it is Wednesday Literacy, which is we are now moving into the part of the week where we're going to actually be focusing on writing. So with Miss Coleman, you've been looking at some poetry and you've been looking at some haiku poetry. So we're going to plan to write a haiku poem today. So our learning intention for today is we are going to plan to write a haiku poem. Our success criteria, so if we know that we've done well today with our writing, we're going to be able to do these things. You're going to be able to understand that haiku poems are often about nature or the seasons and how we feel about them. You're going to be able to take a picture or a photo of your idea or theme that you will come up with in a minute. You're going to be able to brainstorm words related to your chosen theme or idea. And we're also going to be looking at syllables. So you need to be able to figure out how many syllables are in each of the words that you have brainstormed. Because haiku poetry has some rules, and one of those rules is about how many syllables are in each line. So what is a haiku? So haiku poems are a traditional Japanese art form. Here's one. My two plum trees are so gracious. See, they flower. One now, one later. So they are a traditional Japanese art form, and they're very old. So what is a haiku? Here's another. Winter is coming. Snow will be arriving soon. We should rake the leaves. So as Miss Coleman went over the other day, what do we notice about haiku poetry? It has the full sentences have not been used. It has been written in lines, not full sentences. And there is another pattern here that we're going to look at in a second. So what is a haiku? What did you notice about the poems? Well, what did you notice? I want you to think about the poem's theme. What have you noticed about the haikus that we've been sharing? What have you noticed about the themes? The themes are often about nature or the seasons. Lots of you have already picked that up. So if you know that, that's a thumbs up. Well done. What about the amount of lines in a haiku poem? In all of the haiku poems that we have shown you so far, how many lines are there? Can you hold up with your fingers how many lines are there in each haiku poem? 3. Yes. So if you said 3, you are correct. A haiku has 3 lines. Now this is the trickier part. How many syllables are there in each line? So let's have a look at this one here. Winter is coming. Snow will be arriving soon. We should rake the leaves. So this is about winter. Quite often they're about the seasons, the haiku poems. It's about nature. It has a nature theme. So it's got 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Now we need to think about how many syllables are in each line. So who can remember what a syllable is? Lily, can you remember what a syllable is? What about you, Kai? A syllable, remember a syllable is the beat in a word. It is the beat. So let's have a look at the word winter. How many syllables are in winter? How many beats does winter have? Winter. It has 2 beats. Now, Mr. Field has shown me a new way this year to figure out the syllables in a word, and it's to hum it. So if we hum winter, let's see how many beats we can hum. 2. So winter has 2 syllables. So winter. What about is? How many beats are there in is? There's 1 more syllable. So far, winter is, that's 3 syllables. Now let's look at coming. Come-ing. So I've tried the humming method. 1, 2. Coming has 5. So altogether, that first line has 5 syllables. So this haiku here, the first line, has 5 syllables. What about this one here? Let's have a look. My. 1 syllable. 2. Plum. Trees. Ah. So each of those words in this line of this poem has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of those words has 1 syllable, so that line there has 5 syllables altogether. Ooh, there's a pattern. There was 5 syllables in that first line and 5 syllables in this first line. So the first line of a haiku will always have 5 syllables. That is the rule. And we know with poems there's lots of rules. So the first rule that we need to make sure we are aware of is that the first line must have 5 syllables. Then the second line will have 7 syllables. And the third line will have 5 syllables. So it goes 5, 7, 5. The first line will have 5. The second line will have 7. The third line will have 5. So we've learned some rules here. 3 lines in each poem. They're about nature, and it will go 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the middle line, and 5 syllables in the final line. So let's have a go. We're going to plan to write a haiku today. Oops, I might just move myself. So first we need to choose the theme. So haikus, what do we know that the theme, what do we know the theme, oh, I'll start again. That is a terrible question. Haikus are often about nature. So we know that. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take a walk around your garden, or you could even take a walk around just your local area, making sure you're socially distancing. And I want you to look at nature and the seasons. At the moment it's winter, so you could go outside and maybe try and capture an image of winter. Once you have found an interesting theme, I want you to take a photo. Oh, I have made a mistake here. That should say take. Once you have found an interesting theme, I want you to either take a photo or I want you to draw a picture of your theme. So I know it is not summer. I cheated here. I went and got a photo of summer because I'm wishing that it was summer. Okay, but I want you to go outside and I want you to find a picture of something in your backyard or in your local area. So I've got my picture here, and I've put whoops, we'll go back. I've got my picture. So I've done the first task. I've gone for a look. I've found my picture. I've taken my picture, and it's summer. So the next step that you need to do today is, once you have your photo, once you've got your idea of what you're going to do about nature, you need to then brainstorm some words or phrases associated with that theme. So I've thought of hot, flowers, holiday, the beach, ice cream, games, sea, swimming, fun, and warm. Okay, so there are lots of things that make me think of summer, and looking at that photo, that's where I got lots of my ideas from. I can see the sea. I can imagine that there's some flowers over in that garden. It looks hot. I could imagine eating an ice cream on the beach. So you need to brainstorm as many words as you can that have something to do with your theme. So don't take a picture of a piece of grass, because you may find it very hard to come up with your words. How many words can you come up for a piece of grass? Green, grass, wet. It would be hard. So find a theme or find an idea that you can brainstorm lots of words for. The next thing we need to do is, now we need to count how many syllables in each word we brainstormed. So I really like Mr. Field's way to find the beat in a word. So the humming. So we're going to use Mr. Field's strategy of humming the word. So closing your lips, and humming it, and counting how many syllables, how many beats can you hear. Remember, the syllables are the beats in the word. And the other thing, what do we know about syllables? Each syllable will have a vowel sound. Remember, a vowel sound. So let's have a look at ice cream. So ice cream would have closing your lips, and I'll do this one. How many beats did we hear? 2. So ice cream has 2 syllables. Hot. Oops, I'm clicking the button and it's telling me the syllable before I've actually said it. So hot, closing our lips, and we'll do this one together. Let's hum hot and see how many syllables. 1 beat, 1 syllable. Okay, let's try beach. I want you to do beach first. I'm going to give you a shot to do it. So humming beach. See, how many beats does beach have? Fantastic. So beach has 1 syllable, 1 beat. Games. I am going to get you to figure out how many syllables are there in games. Holding up your fingers. I heard 1 beat, so 1 syllable. Fun. 1 beat, 1 syllable. See. 1 beat, 1 syllable. And flowers. Okay, the other thing I've included here is a checklist. You need to read the task, and if you've completed it correctly today, you need to give yourself a tick. So take a walk to find a theme, idea relating to nature, tick. Draw your picture, tick. Put the picture in the middle of your page, tick. Brainstorm all your words, tick. Syllables, work out the syllables, tick. Double check everything, tick. I started to get really fast then. So I'll go over that again because in my class we've been using checklists to help us. So once you've done all of your, you can use the checklist to help you organize your tasks today. So on the checklist, the first task is to take a walk to find a theme idea relating to nature. So once you have done that, then you would give yourself a tick. The next task you have to do is to draw or take a photo of your theme or idea related to nature. Once you have done that, you would give yourself a tick. Now, the other thing I'm going to say is you need to make sure that you've completed these things to your best ability. Place the picture, the next task is place the picture in the middle of your page. So you might be doing this in your book, you might be doing this on a piece of paper, or you might also be doing this on Seesaw and then sending, it's your choice. Once you have put your picture in the middle of your page, then you need to brainstorm as many words as you can relating to the theme and write these words around your picture. Okay, we are wanting beautiful presentation. We want your best work, your best work, as if we were going to be putting it in the corridors at school. Then you need to work out the syllables, so the beats in each word. Once you've done that, then the last task is to double check that you have completed all the tasks correctly. Double check, double check, double check. Okay, once you have done that, you can give it a tick and you've done today's task. So boys and girls, I want you to take a walk, make sure you're socially distancing, find an interesting theme because tomorrow that's what you're going to be writing your haiku about. Okay, so I'm going to be writing a haiku for you tomorrow about summer. Have a great day. Good luck.